presented by EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and our home team. This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Mixon, the Bengal ball carrier. The tackle made by Devin.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now third and 13. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now Dustin Colquitt, the all-time punting leader for the Chiefs, on to kick for Pittsburgh. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10.
30-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 right at the 30. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead.
Chris Boswell.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all. Right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
The ball carrier.
The numbers for Mixon last week, 14 carries, 138 yards, and a touchdown.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Defense.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Devin Bush in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Touchdown! 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And his kick is good. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting that 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Devin Bush has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Returnable for Grant. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's got a first down and inside the midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's good for a.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. Doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Chris Boswell on for the point.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past him.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play.
Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Vontez perfect. Leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On second down, here's Burrow. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Devin Bush in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start with a give to Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
It's now 3rd down.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At their own.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Vontez perfect. Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. That takes us from second to third down.
James on the coverage.
Now Joe Burrow on third and long. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Steelers take over first and 10.
Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. He does have the one interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish, but when you throw 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than the ratio that all NFL coaches are seeking from their quarterbacks, and he's giving it to them.
They'll take the 3-1
every single time.
Brings up second.
From the 30 on second down, Roethlisberger, wide open receiver, complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the route is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow. Quick as he throws there, incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On third down, Burrow. And able to find Green. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Joe Burrow.
And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week.
And pressure gets to him again. Montez perfect. Able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
4 yards on
2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Taylor. That's good. 4-A.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Roethlisberger, his 5th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Boswell good with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
For Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes this on and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Burrow uses the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Fumble on the play.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Number 28, John.
Tackle made by K.J. Wright.
He was brought down at the
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This one about the 6. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Pass incomplete in the end zone. Leads to 2nd and goal.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Boswell's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
Bengals nothing.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Bengals, nothing.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Touchdown! Big play there. 73 yards. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead will swell by one more.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steelers defense getting ready here. Forced the fumble last time, up on the scoreboard, things going their way.
Things are rocking easy now, and they feel good about themselves, confident, taking the ball away in the last possession. They're going to try and do it again.
So let me ask you, now ball loses the football, and it looks like Steeler football. It is. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
Roethlisberger's pass.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
It's a gain of a
Not much there, only a yard.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jonathan Taylor, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Ready to go on offense, out come the Bengals. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. But it's caught on the right side at Smith.
Burrow's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
The 24-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And
so from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Green.
Burrow's
a good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 43-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And Tate's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Cincinnati.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun again to Mixon. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 17-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes it back to the house. A thunder carry for a Steelers score.
Touchdown, Brooklyn.
It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, you do I ever.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way, because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Bengals.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pressure too much here. He's going down. Vontez perfect. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2nd down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. A solid stiff arm. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Steelers 59.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own 16-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Complete.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And a Bengal 1st down.
First down. Here's Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
at the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one complete once again to Higgins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 23.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And Burrow going to throw again. Caught right side, Tate. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now Burrow on 1st down. On the slant, complete to Green. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. Isaiah Simmons in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Isaiah Simmons able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Field goal is good. Makes this
well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Returns. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Jonathan Taylor.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Taken down.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
49-yard line.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, It's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in